Hey, welcome
We
to
haven't-
Saturday Night D&D with the Brig.
And that's our cold open. Hey, the office. Yeah. How is it going, everybody? Welcome back. We're actually all here.
Yo.
Sorry, I'm
Going good. I'm trying to
resizing
picture
windows. No, that's just my face. There's nothing you can do about that.
You look just like the old guy from the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon.
I'm getting there.
Bradley, have you ever seen that? That's quote unquote like the official. Oh, we've talked about that. The official DM uniform or something.
It'd be cool.
The red cloak. Yeah, if
All
you
right, we're
Google
all here.
official DM uniform, it even has the fake wig. That's a
Like
real
part
thing.
ball cap.
Yeah,
Nice.
like that's an actual thing.
All right, we're all here. Everyone's still awake
those
for
with
now.
Cannons have cannons.
Uh,
We're good to go.
What does anybody remember from last time? That's not to say I don't. Sweats nervously.
Mhm.
Who's on the list? Gumbo,
That
what do you
picture
remember
smells
from
like
last time?
plastic. That was in a plastic bag, Scott.
Oh, Kate died.
Did we just? Oh yeah.
Oh,
I just asked her a question and she ran away.
She didn't want to answer your
I'll
question.
point the laser at somebody else.
She's like, if I'm not here, I'm not the one that has to give the recap.
My computer crashed.
Wow, that was a fast crash.
Hmm?
That was a fast crash. I asked a question, you disappeared, and you were back in like 10 seconds. I think you were already gone was the problem.
Oh yeah.
That server lag dumping her just as she's coming in.
All right, well, pointing a finger around the circle, since I threw it out in the open and didn't actually put a name to it, so bystander effect. We have no recap yet. What does Gumbo remember from last time? Pick like one thing.
Where should we start even? We woke up at the inn. We went to meet up with this guy. What's his face?
Yep. Yeah.
We did a thing at that place.
Wandered through some
Yep.
alleys, and then what happened next? Somebody else.
Lily, you're next up on the roster. What does Lily remember from last time?
Oh shit. Wasn't ready to be called on. I teleported my face into a brick wind tunnel.
Oh yeah.
But I
guess
nailed
that's
the
a good.
landing.
That's an apt description.
I nailed the landing though. Totally meant to do that.
You did the second one.
We got in a big fight in the sewer with a bunch of orcs and
Yeah.
gnolls and vent explosions. Killed gnolls trying to crawl poles and fireballs and lightning bolts and Eldritch Blast from on top of cover.
Did I just hear Fireball like the whiskey?
That would've been better.
Yeah, I think you guys would have enjoyed that a lot better than the fireball you got.
And then at the end, it's kind of a turf war area, is from what I remember. And we got reinforcements at the end that take us to see Papa or Padre.
I tried to cast a spell and melted a guy's brains out.
Yeah.
And I learned a lesson that I might have to check to see if this is relative to the level of spell I'm casting, but at the moment, I don't want to do more than a cantrip.
It's inverted based on what's level you
I
get.
remember that. He melted
Garrett?
right in front of me.
What'd you say,
Yeah.
Garrett?
It's inverted.
Oh,
Can't
the
do
level 1 spell is actually like huge.
It's divided by the spells level. Watch out for cantrips, man. Flint, anything we're missing?
No.
That was it. That was all of it.
I remember Papa showing up at the end. Or no, somebody said you would take us there. Take us to Papa.
Yes. So you guys were following physical and illusory markers down into the steamworks of Sharn here on the continent of Corvair, on the planet of Eberron, or plane of Eberron, maybe it's both.
The planet.
Yep, that's right. One's in the other. On your way down into the steamworks, you also made a new friend. Well, Blaskin did. As he now has a bit of some kind of chill slime mold in one of his little
Oh,
bowls.
you said I made a friend and I literally forgot. I was like staring at the screen being like, who did I even talk to? Is Brandon referring to the guy whose eyes got melted?
That's unmaking a friend.
I'll keep that in mind. Next time I have a friend breakup and be like, I'm gonna unfriend you and then melt their eyeballs out.
That's really not necessary.
No, my DM told me it was.
It's canon now.
Stop panicking.
So yes, you guys started out in the Red Hammer Inn in the Black Bones subdivision section region of the cogs here in Sharn, the lowest level, and through the benevolence of the two innkeepers, a pair of I'm gonna have trouble with words tonight, I can already tell. A pair of Warforged, Blue and Crucible. They set you up with a suit, Blaskin, so that you could hide some of the telltale signs of being a little bit different than many of the Warforged around you. They reached out to this Padre fellow who they believed would be able to help you better understand who or what you are, what the limitations or the reality of the tall tales that have been spread about these mortivores, of which you seem to be one. So the deal was chill here for the night, go find Padre the next morning, follow these symbols, should take you down into their territory. Got most of the way in, talked to the slime mold to get a better sense of where to go, had some philosophical discussions on the nature of unification, and then ran afoul of a very large troll, which didn't last very long. Collected that soul up for later. I then had a nice fight with the rest of these... where'd they go? The Skids is what you have been told they are called. This kind of rival gang or competition for territory down there in the Steamworks, where people are trying to find a little nook for themselves. The fight actually went well-ish, in your favor. Nobody died on your side. And then as more reinforcements started to show up, you had some reinforcements of your own that you weren't expecting come back in from the other side. The residents of Shadeholm, some Warforged and some other couple human or half-human looking folk, all decked out to fight. The Warforged you can see are all wearing the same kind of tombstone or trio of tombstones emblem that's just been painted on, or illusory, what's the cantrip I'm thinking of? Prestidigitated. And they help kind of push back the reinforcements from the Skids there, who looked like they were bored and ready to throw down for no other reason than, hey, they might get to kill somebody. Having separated the room from the threat, you then we pick up as you are all walking back with these new allies who have been told you are on your way, and they will help you safely reach Shadehome proper and be able to have a conversation with Padre. The Warforged in the group have been giving some longer looks towards Blaskin, but not in the I'm going to run away sense. I think they've been told ahead of time what you might be. So you're not sure how much is going around that's rumor, or if this Padre individual is just like an open book and everybody knows exactly what's going on. You're not quite sure. So on the walk back, or on the trek there, are there any things, is anybody in the group, are you looking out for anything in particular? Are you trying to glean particular information? You have like we'll say a 20-minute trek through some slightly obfuscated tunnels. You notice that along the way, one of them is kind of wiping away some of the illusory markers or putting them in different locations as you continue your way through. So just in that space, is there anything people want to try and glean? Any questions for this kind of scout group? Anything you want to look for? Any thoughts?
Can I chat with one of the guys?
You can chat with one of the guys.
I'll just start, hey, yeah, sorry we didn't save any action for you guys. You didn't like those guys, right?
Who do you pick in particular? Like what draws your attention?
Let's see, the big gladiator.
Oh, that's right. They were still on the map. Sorry, I closed that. I don't think he's technically a gladiator. I just needed somebody to be a dude.
That's who she picked. Dan.
So this is... Yep.
I picked the dude.
No worries. So this one's, as you like get closer and actually start having a conversation with them, much older than you originally expected. For someone showing up to be like, decked out, ready to fight, he's got kind of fairly battle-worn armor pieces. Like it's kind of sinking in as you're walking next to him and looking up and having or starting to have this conversation. This armor and just kind of like the leather tunic underneath has been around for a while, has seen quite a bit of use. So this guy seems either a bit of a veteran or pulled these out of storage. Either way, the garb itself looks a little moth-eaten and definitely battle damaged. And it's an older face. It's time-worn. It's weather-worn. Pretty deep kind of wrinkles and kind of leathery, tanned skin. Oh, don't worry. There's always more of them creeping through the tunnels. I'm honestly, I was having a really good nap when we got the word that something was happening in the steamworks here. So I'm happy to see that you could take care of your own.
Oh yes, of course. Is this a new issue for you guys, or is this kind of, the usual?
Oh, it comes with the territory. No pun intended. They're pushing out. They seem to be swelling in ranks recently, so I don't know if there's been some recruiting from, outlying areas, and just Sharn's cogs seem to be the place to store everybody up. But not used to seeing them this big. The groups, they're all the same size still.
Oh yeah, no, that troll was a big fella for sure. Very big fella. Shut up. Sorry,
Sorry, shut up.
Sorry, no, it wasn't for you. We appreciate you, you and your gang and your boss, lending us an ear, being open to chat.
curious to see what goes down here. Never seen Padre excited before. I mean, still haven't seen him excited, but I know he's excited. You'll figure it out. You're. We'll just say, for the sake of the conversation, Blaskin's just a little staggered from this conversation in particular. Just so we're not third personing you 2 feet away. Your interesting bespoke companion there seems to be making some waves here in the city, or at least, well, I can't speak for the city, but a lot of the folk here in Shadeholm heard about that, and not quite sure what's going to happen yet. Beats being bored.
You shouldn't have to worry about him. He's quite the sweetheart, actually.
Right.
I loudly in the back, you guys, everyone here is like, do you remember that time I killed a guy with mold?
He likes to bring that up in the time he went to prison a lot. But, it was for an hour. He likes sounding tough. He did kill a guy with mold, though. I'm sorry, I'm oversharing.
I still feel really bad about that.
What was that about Lily?
Lily wasn't there for the whole mold thing, but she looks at Blaskin with. She looks very impressed at him.
Lily's like, that's a story he'll have to tell me later. I want to know about that.
Share a secret of my own. His jail time record beats mine by about 20 minutes. They got some weird rules up top in Sharn. Don't stiff your taxi driver.
Oh my.
Yeah. We got whole jails set aside for people who just need to wait until someone brings the money they owe. At least I've been in one. I honestly don't know how many there are. I had enough of that tier. I came back down here.
Well, we'll be quite careful. Thank you for the heads up.
Yeah, it's good to know. I heard you weren't from around here, so that's my tip
definitely
for
not.
the day. Anybody else? Any
Just chat?
Oh, okay. Any other curiosities?
I have a quick question for you, Brandon, the
Ah.
DM. Is this man with the tattered clothes, the well-worn face, tanned, leathery skin named Proximo?
That would be crazy.
No.
Okay, I just had to make sure because you were doing the voice.
Not quite sure where that voice was going. He started getting a little twang, and I'm like, no, that's not. That's. Stop it. But okay, yeah, and if you need anything, little one, I didn't catch your name.
I'm Gumbo, sure. I'm eating a corn dog. I'm Gumbo.
Can I have one?
Would you get a
Yeah,
corn
sure,
dog?
man.
Pocket corn
Why don't
dog.
you sharing?
I only got
I'll give
2.
you about a sausage for about a corn dog.
Okay, I'll give you half of my corn dog.
You know what we should do? We should bread a sausage instead of just a hot dog.
I'll write that down.
Well, if you need anything, you can just. My name's Al. Short for aluminum, but that's just to fit in with the theme here.
Thank you, Al.
Middle name's Lou. Last name's Minia.
You should meet my brother Kondo. All right. If there are no other inquiries or shenanigans, was the word I was looking for. You guys are led through the rest of the steamworks that are between you and your destination. When you can tell you've arrived because there is a different set of doors compared to all of the other portals you've walked through. Hold on, let me This sound's jumping in my face a little bit. How about... Yeah. You get to a set of doors that are different from all the other portals you've been walking through. Most of them are very utilitarian, very metal-banded wood. This is an interesting set of stonework that are set into a wide hallway. And when the scouts that are accompanying you approach, they walk up and they push in a set of recessed panels. The whole door work is like just a, I don't know what the right word would be. Think like checkerboard pattern, I guess, of all of these different like recessed and inset panels. They go and they push in 3 different ones across a few rows, and you hear the mechanism engage, and the doors slowly grind open. Past which is a well-lit, multicolored, multi-sensory common area. Similar to if you guys... Nope, now I'm not even going to remember what it was called. Fallout 4, the city that was kind of built into the baseball diamond.
Diamond City?
Diamond City.
Yes.
Here, beat me by
Kinda
1 second,
given-
I hate you.
Kind of given that vibe. There's a bunch of different opportunistic setups built. They're not exactly like commercial stalls, but it's just different like clumped together domiciles or common areas. You notice there's 1 or 2 spots where it's almost like a low-lying library, like you've got hip-height shelves that are just full of books. There's an area that definitely has a bunch of like scrolls across a table, some maps just kind of hanging down from some of the... it's not ramshackle, like there's places that look like people have put some serious time into like the craftsmanship of turning what, through all the different seams in the colors and the objects, you can tell was largely a plain, like rectangular warehouse space of some kind. There's not a lot of pipes running through it. There's not all of the chaotic 3-dimensional structures that you guys were weaving in and out of through some of the earlier areas. Instead, it's been filled with life. There's a significant village built into this with some 15-foot wide walkways that weave through some of the kind of clumped together buildings, and lots of Warforged. That probably comprises 80% of the folk here, but you also see like Al, some older humans, dwarves. There's a couple half-orcs that you see in your vision, an elf or 2. So you get that little, cosmopolitan smattering of all of the other humanoid races. The half-orcs are the only ones you see that are goblinoid of any kind. But yeah, dominantly it is a Warforged space. But there's just, when you walk in, there's no sense of change as you enter the space. It's not like the entire place comes to a halt and everybody turns and looks at you. The scouts seem to be the ones that are the most aware of like you guys even being a thing. As you're walking into the space, you're getting some waves, you're getting some pleasant smiles. You hear like some voice in the back finish like eating a piece of bread. Nice suit.
Thank you. I'll wave. I'm gonna do
but
like the
it's-
doofy Forrest Gump wave too. I love that.
Perfect. But yeah, there's a lot going on here. So I'm going to hand the brush back over for a little bit. Let's start with Lily. Surprise. What do you think is something that you weren't expecting to see down here in the depths of this industrial deep layer of the city that kind of stands out in this now vibrant, very kind of benevolent space?
What is something that I didn't expect to see down here?
Yeah, so you've been now trekking for a while through like steam pipes and water and sewer and old tracks that used to run some of the construction equipment. And now you're in like a bright commune, is the first word that comes to your mind.
I'm surprised to find a thriving garden.
Okay, is this like, we're talking like hanging gardens? Like there's it's taking up like a whole column in the center of a space, or like a nice, this is more like manicured growing food, kind of like vegetable garden.
Ooh. I was kind of thinking like a smaller like vegetable garden, but I like what you said first, like growing on the columns. That actually sounds beautiful.
Yeah, so there's an interesting, what catches your eye the most is that it seems to be bathed in this column of sunlight, which you were not expecting because you haven't seen sunlight since you guys first cranked that door open and started down into this space last session. And then as you're looking around, you see a series of mirrors that are focusing this down, but you start tracing the light of the mirrors, and your portal sense pings, which thankfully has this deep underground. You start to lose some of the all of those lights that you were getting from people using them in very utilitarian fashion further up the city. And it seems somebody has set up like a solar portal so that they can bring in fresh sunlight to grow this impressive, like just array of ivies and like white blue flowers that are looks like they're growing on an old. It's like a series of pipes that run from the floor up into the ceiling, but they're enclosed in like metal fencing. And so all of the greenery is woven through that entire thing. You can see here and there somebody's broken a bit of the piping, and so there's these nice like mini like trickle waterfalls that are just keeping everything thriving.
It's beautiful. I go and I sniff the flowers and bathe in the sunlight.
It does. It feels natural, aside from the fact that it's being brought in through arcane means. It is nice. It's a warmth that is different from all of the wet steam warmth, the sauna-like effect that you've been feeling in a lot of these spaces. Unfortunately, it doesn't come with a breath or a breeze of fresh air, but the flowers are a nice mix of like a floral bouquet and a little bit of like machinery oil.
Ah, this is nice.
So while Lily is like enamored with this unexpected burst of nature, Flint, what's something you think stands out, or doesn't even have to stand out from the rest of it? Just like a nice discovery.
Well-kept equipment.
Yeah, there's actually, as you're kind of admiring, things don't look super run down, and the tools that they're using seem to be like well sharpened or well like maintained. You catch like in the background the sound of a bit of machining, like some grindstones and even like a bit of a flare from a forge bellows. As off in the distance, there is an open alcove that looks to employ about 4 different warforged and true dwarves who've got like a whole, looks like an inbox that's on one side of the alcove entrance, and then like an outbox on the other. There seems to be just like a pile of more used or dingy or rusted items waiting to be kind of freshened.
So lovely.
Where'd it go? Lucky. What about you?
I don't know. Since the corn dogs were mentioned, that's all he's been thinking about. So you see him just kind of staring off. Fondly.
While you're
actual sausage.
yes. while your mind is in the reverie of potential foods, you do catch the scent of something freshly frying, both a bit of like fried batter as well as some of those nice bacony meat smells. And see, there's also kind of like a half circle cluster of, I would say, food trucks, but there's no truck there. It's just like they've set up a nice. It's kind of a silhouette of a vehicle. Like they wanted it to look like people had rolled up carts and started selling things, but you can tell this is more of a permanent build with the different like cooktops and fry pots. But then they've had some fun artistically making like a two-dimensional standee of some of those food carts from up in the city that kind of stand in front of their different cooking stations.
I'm gonna is Gumbo near me?
Sure.
I'm just kind of like
Probably.
do something, be like, just like get your attention, and then I'm gonna like point to my nose and be like, make big sniff movements. You smell what I smell?
I take a big sniff.
Okay.
Like something fried, maybe?
Yeah, let's check it out. Follow the nose. And I start sniffing, heading that way.
Maybe after.
Altering,
Maybe
changing
after we kind of
direction.
got places to be. Oh, come on. We got places to be after.
But this could be some new fried stuff.
No. We'll go after.
Oh, okay. And if I say okay, and if she
Focus.
turns around, I'm gonna dart.
Lucky. Gosh darn it.
No, hang on.
Flint.
Hang on. Where is he? I rolled a dice for the deal.
Oh, I see.
You stealing it again?
Wait, should she roll a perception to?
If she's trying,
See if-
as soon as I'm
Are
going to
you-
try to dart. First off, is there any cover nearby to actually dart into? If it's like you're in a wide open court, she sees you like tiptoeing.
Oh yeah. There's whether you want to like dash under tables or just find your way between things. Like this fills what was a big open space, but it's full of like a small town now.
Okay,
So there's plenty of places to try and lose people. So Gumbo, you want to give me a perception roll?
Yeah, sure.
No, she gets a 4.
Joking.
What?
Holy shit. An important role, guys. Come on.
Yeah. He's gone.
No, I'm not going to blow that way. It's funny, but I should do it. That's in character. I shouldn't metagame in like, oh, I need to save that for a combat thing.
He's almost gone. You lose him, but for the briefest flash, you can see like the like one piece of his telltale, like the traveling cloak that he's got on. You catch that whipping around a corner. So you've got a sense that where he went and that he has disappeared, but you didn't just like it's not that you have no idea which direction he went in. Also, he told you he wanted to go check out the food.
I don't bother chasing after him. Flint, Lucky ran off.
Mom!
Tattletale.
So Lucky, it doesn't take you long to get over there. It's not like you had a mile to cross. But the closest food that you would reach, they're putting together an interesting, it's like a funnel cake, but they're also weaving in like schnitzel to it. So it's and then they've got like a gravy ready to go over the whole thing.
Is that the only? I want to take the first 4 things that look the most yummy. Well, I'll take 2 of each of those, please. And I throw like a handful of coins on the countertop.
Okay. The Warforged that's cooking there, who has on kind of a just for show like apron, is the initial reaction is just like laughter as the coins get tossed up onto the counter, and They've got two spatulas, one in each hand. He puts them both in his left hand, and he just kind of slides the coins back towards you. He's like, I don't think anyone's told you about the no need for money in here, friend. But yeah, I'll catch right on that. 1 second.
Hell yeah.
So you get one of those schnitzel funnel cakes. They also do like a more of a croissant, like cone that has like 3 thinner sausages tucked into it. So you get 2 of those, and fries.
Cool. All right, okay, well, thanks. And I still leave 2 coins, 2 gold on the counter as I run off with those and head back to the group.
Cool.
I have to question the gold we're going to be leaving. The gold we have is definitely not stamped with any resemblance of anything from around here, right?
Gold's
True.
gold.
Yeah, I know gold is gold. Gold is worth its golden weight. But
Gold is worth its weight in gold,
they're,
baby.
they're foreign coins for sure.
yeah, they're gonna be like, who the fuck? What the fuck is this? Like, it's gold, but who is that? Whose dumbass face is on this coin?
We should buy. He's right. We should invest in chocolate coins.
Yes.
As it is such a metropolitan hub and a technologically advanced city at that, just for simplicity's sake, you do know that there's also going to be, just because there's something similar in Sigil, there's an abundance of coin like trade, not like collectors, but like people that can make. What am I trying to think of?
I was kind of
currency
hoping they'd be
exchange.
collectors.
Well, I mean, they're there too, but yeah, there's pretty common currency exchange. More like in Sigil in particular, there's just people coming from so many different places, or people leaving through portals to go do business in different places, that they've got a wide array of access to coins. In the city, nobody really gives a care as long as it's the right coin type. Like the minting, it's less important. But there's also, if you feel like it's going to be a concern, there's many places where you can do a currency swap. And you'll be surprised to find that the coins you're carrying end up in other people's collections already. Just to throw that out there so we don't worry about it too much. I don't think your currency is going to be like a tag on you that people are tracking.
I don't think it would either. In fact, I don't even think somebody would really look at the money we give them at all.
Mhm.
Like, or even until like way after we're gone.
Yeah.
But it'd still be funny. Like, what the fuck is that?
Did he remint his own coin? It kind of looks like him.
The Grim Spire
All dwarves
coin.
look the same.
Oh my god. Well, to be fair, all they did was print a beard on it, so. Who have I not asked? Gumbo?
I want to say we passed something that is just like very distinctly a Warforged thing. Like you wouldn't find it anywhere that doesn't have this many Warforged. It's like a car wash, but for robot people. They do detailing to get the grime out of all your gaps.
Perfect. It's like one of those shoe shine stands, but it's more of a massage table because they can basically do the whole thing. Or like the shop where they buffed up the Tin Man in Oz.
So I'm just picturing like this guy walks up to a moving sidewalk and the camera pans over there. And then as he stands there, starts going in, you hear the Bee Gees Saturday Night Fever kick in. Well, you can't hear my way. As he's getting all polished up.
I'm actually imagining it almost like those YouTube videos you see of somebody brushing a turtle with a toothbrush to clean the shell.
I gotta polish the metal parts and oil the wooden parts.
I might need to get a polish or something, but we'll see. I don't think we've never established that Blaskin cleans himself. It all gets sucked into the woodwork and used for fuel.
You guys shower? yeah, you've seen more than one of those locations in the surroundings, but it is amusing to just kind of watch the efficiency that some of the cleaners have to the clientele there. Like where as a masseuse might have like the oil on like a hip belt or something, they've got like 7 different items ready to go. It's like a cross between dentist kit and wood repair.
They have actual.
I swear there was a
elbow grease
screwdriver.
for your elbows.
Perfect. I think, yep. Flint, Blaskin, I haven't asked you.
I'm actually imagining that there's almost like a Warforged that looks like all of their parts are somehow ingrained with magical items. Like they carry symbols all over almost shamanistic, but having very little like woodwork like other ones do, so it looks almost entirely robotic, but almost like every single plate of metal is actually a magical item.
Yeah, I want to say they're actually running one of the libraries.
I can get behind that, yeah.
Yeah, you look over and they're kind of perched on a higher stool, like their focus is fully engrossed in like this thick foam that they've got in their hands. But looking at their forearm, there's just like little inset gems, or like the standard plate that would have been there has been removed, and like the piston or the machinery underneath has like decorative filigree done on it, and there's a kind of almost a humming aura of arcane implementation across any of them. They do also have kind of like a light, like an open or sleeveless kind of light robe look going on. The hood's thrown back so you can see like the additional like metal paneling that has some gaps in it, like along the temple line.
Nice. I'm gonna, as we're passing by, I'm gonna actually. Oh, Lucky ran the fuck off, little shit.
He does come back with food.
Lucky, do you think that guy's a wizard?
Which one?
I'm gonna point out the librarian Warforged.
The arcane bling to the nines. If those aren't real arcane items, he is trying to look as gaudily enhanced as possible.
Are some of the emblems actually mystical symbols that I could recognize and tell? Or is it
you don't recognize all of them, but you can pick some out. It's not like he got a bad Chinese character tattoo and has no idea what it says. Like you see real.
Probably, maybe. No, so is that right there? And I start pointing out details what that represents on the things, but the other stuff there, it's either tricks up his sleeve. He's a little bit more knowledgeable than me, or it's for show. Those I don't know about. I would not want to press my luck on that. I would say yes, he's probably arcane attuned.
That's cool. I didn't even know Warforged could be wizards.
I didn't know there was a bunch of you to begin with.
I mean, I didn't either for a long time, I guess, so.
I figured you would like some golem or something that a wizard maybe made. That's what I thought.
I wasn't really sure. I just kind of assumed that I crawled out of the sand one day.
Lightning struck the beach, and that's what happened.
Yeah, like the disembodied voice said. Like he's like, the what?
Uh-oh. Awesome. Great. So all of that going on around you, just getting a better, soaking in this pleasant bubble of thriving life in a otherwise austere. It's not that it wasn't quiet and calm in the rest of the Steamworks. It's just that it was that sense of this space didn't care about you. It had no concern that you were walking through, and it wasn't meant for you. Walking into this area, you feel an immediate kind of wrapping warmth of belonging, of life, recognizing life, and no sense of threat or fear as you're walking in. The stone portal did close behind you once you got in, but one of the other Warforged scouts kind of tries to get your attention, Blaskin. You're gonna want to come this way, sir.
Oh, okay. Guys, this way.
Kind of leads you around a bit of the bend. Again, big open space, but there was a stack of buildings right on one corner of one of the roads that you're on. And as you go around, one of the only like large industrial structures that you've seen in this space is taking up your view right off the path, and it's what used to be. You can see the outline of like a very large boiler that's probably like 25 feet tall, that then condenses into a smaller series of pipes that had run up into the ceiling. But it's all like brass, and then different panels have been affixed to it to give kind of like a banding pattern of different metals and different woods. But it's got a large opening in the front that just has like some tent flap kind of like leather material that folds across. And the scout kind of directs you towards that. That's Padre's Reverie. He should be waiting for you in there.
Okay. I'm gonna like put my hand to the door and be like, all right, I'm gonna go in. Okay, I'm gonna go in a second. All right, I'm gonna go in right now, and I'm just not gonna move my hand against the door.
Whenever you're ready, buddy, take your time.
I'm gonna go right in a minute. Okay, right. Okay, right now, and I'm gonna like shoulder check the door.
Well, there isn't too much of a door to shoulder check because it's just a flap. But you can toss it aside with like a bit of a theatrical flair if you want, or stumble through.
No, I'm gonna trip in and stumble forward and fall.
Oh, yeah. Which...
I'm way too nervous to be doing something fancy.
So you...
Or rather, it's either that or I like fumble the entrance. I want to do something fancy and I like swing the door way too hard and it comes flying off the hinges. I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. It was supposed to be cooler. I'm the big scary Mortivore. I'm like tripping over myself.
Yes, perfect. You get a little spun around, trying to kind of dramatically throw the entrance open, and end up like catching your foot on what, like at about 5 feet into the space, is like a low-lying ottoman. As you're just starting to get a sense of the interior space, there's at the far end of the boiler, which is only like 20 feet across, there's just a wide kind of bench, very austere, that's set against the back wall. It looks like it's been carved in stone. Very clean carving, very nice little detail work that seems to be all over it. And sitting in the center, watching you trip on the ottoman and catch yourself on one of 3 kind of low-lying couches that are kind of arranged in like a semicircle. Looks like this is a common just like meeting room discussion space. There's not a whole lot going on in here. You see, in the best way I can describe this is it's kind of like take a tech priest from Mars robe, just make it blue. So the hood is up and kind of hanging low. There's, a bunch of different detailed, what looks like dwarvish runes, all along the edge fabric, and then tracing down the center and down like the sleeves. They reach all the way to the like wide sleeves that reach to the hands, and you see two kind of, I want to say like white glowing eyes in the hood, but it's like a dimmer, like it's maybe gray light is a weird way to say it. Nothing super intense. It's just like a relaxed light coming from it, and you hear kind of a chuckle, but something sounds weird about it because you're not really hearing it. Before you realize, as you're now splayed out on one of these low couches and trying to pick yourself back up and catch your voice, you heard in your mind.
All of us?
Did you all go in, or was it just Blaskin?
Oh, well, I mean, I'd probably go with him.
Because Blaskin, there aren't any signs.
Oh, and I would be also going to Gumbo to share the food, to show her why I did what I did. It's probably yummy.
I constantly forget that I'm the tallest person in this party.
Yep.
100% of the time, I forget that I am filled with short kings and queens, and also Lily. So I like to think that Blaskin, being like 6 foot, or I think 6'3", walks in, followed by Lily, who is just a little bit shorter, and then like just a cavalcade of short people
The
behind
Three
me.
Stooges.
Like, yes, this is my posse. They're very small. Please be kind.
Do not step on
Do
them.
not step on them.
Do not step on my posse.
It's your pocket posse.
Oh God, never speak these words again.
They got so much worse so quickly.
I don't think I've ever heard Brandon joke like that in my life either. I was not ready.
Oh, you know what? That was not intentional either.
How is that not
Because
intentional?
they fit in your pocket.
You know what else fits in your pocket?
Lots of things, apparently.
You
Oh, boy.
goddamn. You spoke that into the world, you fucking shit.
Well, I am responsible for most things being put into this world.
God bless you.
Oops.
Well, here's me with my pocket posse.
Yay!
That's the name of our
Gets
group
me in
now.
lots of trouble.
I really don't take them out in public very often.
Oh,
And I always get in trouble when I do.
Oh, man.
I hope
That
this
was-
becomes a joke now. I want this to be a thing forever. Are you Padre? Was that you in my head a second ago? Hi, I'm Blaskin Greenheart, and I'm gonna do the wave again. People keep like looking at me like I'm weird, but I don't really get it yet. And they told me that you could kind of help.
Well, greetings, Blaskin Greenheart.
Whoa.
And
You all hear this as well. So this is now coming through in everybody's mind.
you've had quite a journey to get here.
Yeah.
What in particular do you seek?
Oh, like as part of my quest or personally?
You.
Oh, like, wow, that's kind of a big question. I hadn't thought about it that hard. I guess I wanted to know who made me. He kind of talked with a funny accent, and that was kind of all I know.
At this point,
And I guess why I was
Stands-
made.
Padre
Alright.
stands up. You okay? from across and just kind of motions to the chairs that are around. He pulls the hood back and kind of drops the high cowl, and where the rest of his face would be, there's literally no features at all. Like you have a mouth and, like other details of your facial structure, as do all of the other Warforged you've seen, more or less. His is just completely, like, there's no hinging jaw element. It's just kind of like solid metal, just clean and smooth, like a longer jaw than normal, or longer, lower half of the face than normal, and then just stops in like a sharp point that reaches back towards where your jaw would hinge. No mouth, no any motion there.
We are all made unique in our own ways. But it's not strange or out of the ordinary that you want to know more about why. I'm told you are unique. I can already see that about you. And you carry interesting companions.
I mean, they're not that cool.
You all feel just like this slight tickle in the back of your mind. Like, there are people around you, but suddenly you feel like you're not alone. Again? Gumbo, you maybe don't notice it. You're so used to this.
Very normal for me.
Yes, I can help. I help many who want to better understand themselves or want to forget themselves. But this is a safe space. And I know you come with questions and curiosity, and I see fear, and I see confusion. Where to begin?
I need a button. He comes closer to you and just kind of paces around you a little bit, looking up, looking down, admiring the suit.
Mortivore tales carry a lot of embellishment. Unfortunately, the reality is a bit worse. But
Oh.
you don't feel like them. You woke up somewhere, somehow, different. What's your first memory?
Oh. Well, I woke up on a deserted island and there was a seagull that was trying to peck out one of my eyes.
And did you retaliate?
I stood up really fast and scared it.
Hmm.
It flew away after that. I think it realized I wasn't food. But for a long time, I was able to grow berries from my hands, and that helped me make a few animal friends. Mostly seagulls.
That follows. Would you like me to look deeper? Or would you like me to answer the questions you have already?
What is looking deep? Well, I don't know what that means.
His hands have been kind of clasped within the sleeves, so that the sleeves are now covering his hands. He's kind of walking around and looking at you. He draws them out of the sleeves, and on his right hand you see there's like it's a complicated device, because you can see there's a lot of small pieces to it, but there's like a inlaid like series of 4 like emeralds, just about knuckle size for him, that are on the inside of his palm attached to this. It's like he flipped around a brass knuckle or something.
Okay.
And it just kind of has a little bit of like an electric green crackle to it. But then that, you also notice there's kind of a thicker like metal cable that runs off of that and trails back like down into his sleeve.
I don't know.
This is
That makes
looking-
me. That makes it. I'm nervous. I guess I've never been this. Well, I spent so long not knowing who I was that you kind of get used to it after a while. Now that the moment is here, it's very weird. It's like getting to ask your creator what their purpose for you was. Which maybe I'll get to do. I don't know. We'll see. Though I'm pretty sure he's dead.
Yes, that question I could answer for you already.
Dead, right? Just making sure. Just for clarification, he's not walking around, right?
I don't know.
Oh.
It would make sense he was dead, but there's no confirmation. He was banished.
Oh. Okay. Huh.
You don't introduce a murder spree into the world and get to keep your good name.
Oh.
Unless you won.
He made all the Mortivores then, huh?
They were his brainchild. Yes.
Oh. Does that mean I once had brothers and sisters and now they're all gone and they were all crazy murder people?
Yes.
I'm going to turn to the rest of the group. Guys, I'm finding out some things that I don't like as much as I thought I would.
That's life.
Yeah, sometimes we don't ask questions that we want to know the answer to.
It's all
I guess
part
this
of growing up, Laskin.
This is probably how Flint felt when he found out his dad had been replaced by a doppelganger.
Oh, do we
I
should
think
stop bringing
it might be a little worse than that, buddy.
I hope not. But
He looks
probably.
towards Lucky. Lucky just kind of shakes his head like, nah.
But you keep friends. Long-term friends. And they're still alive. So
Yeah, they're pretty cool. Have you met them? Should we introduce ourselves?
Well, it'd be rude of me to just pluck those names from your minds, but they are pretty front and center now that you said the phrase introduce yourselves.
Well, I'm gonna go to each one of them, and I'm gonna start with Lily. This is Lily. She's kind of weird. Not gonna lie. Sorry, Lily. I don't know if that's okay to say. You're going to bed though, so it doesn't matter.
She fell asleep at the table.
Yeah, Lily's asleep over there.
He's meditating.
This is Flint Wintermite, the hero of Dunmorrow. This is Gumbo. Gumbo is some sort of super chef. I
True.
think.
Nice to meet you.
And this is Lucky, sausage enthusiast.
Yeah, I hope a sausage. Smile.
Such pet.
And I guess if it has to be official, I'm Blaskin Greenheart, sailor merchant.
You have certainly picked a vocation different from your origins.
Well, kind of chosen by. It was either that or keep making friends with the seagulls. And after a couple of years of having them scream at you for more berries, it gets old really fast.
He doesn't mind when we scream at him for more berries, though.
Usually you're very bloody when it happens.
Well,
Just carefully
and
try to
friends
trick you with the
are-
dingleberries.
I can't. I don't poop.
That's the trick.
That's how he gets you.
It's the strangest thing. You can hear a smile in your minds. Oops.
Narrator's not supposed to have that voice. Oh no, now he's reading his own script.
I do that when I do Shadowrun too, Brandon. I'll forget to turn off certain voices and just start talking. Garrett's been there. He's heard me do it like once a session.
Love it. But yeah, you just kind of hear and feel like a warm smile just kind of flit across your minds as a group.
Well, family, chosen family, is very important. You've met but a handful of my chosen family. Various corners, from rough backgrounds, pleasant backgrounds, no backgrounds, much like yourself when you started. But you do carry the core that your brothers and sisters also were born with. I'm curious, though, to have come this far, surrounding yourself with the same people, and yet they show no damage. I'll be honest, the fact that they're all alive around you, knowing what I know, you've done something different.
Like what? I mean, I've heard that other mortivores drain the magic from people around them, but I don't know what I could have done differently.
Mortivores were designed, the Mortivoras were designed by your creator, Emitria Velon, to be the ultimate the final word in the sentence on arcane combat. During the Great War, frontline casters were the artillery. Then your siblings arrived and could turn every piece of that artillery against their owners, consuming them in the process. I don't believe Emitri realized the life essence would be pulled along with the arcane, or that maybe they're inextricably linked. They became walking voids of death. The only plan that was ever put together, the reason they're not here, decimating the rest of the planet or the plane or places beyond, which I can clearly see you've been. Sorry, it's potent memories.
Were you there in the
So
Great
much
War,
death.
Padre?
I was not, but I've consumed and stored enough memories of those who were. It took 6 peak level arcane practitioners, sorcerers, wizards, other arcane blooded, to overload a Voros core, which meant 6 lives for each assassin before they had to be completely consumed before those Mortivore individuals could release any of the magics, and only then would the core be destroyed. There were 2,000 Mortivore on the fields. This is why Dimitri was banished. The field of arcane study in this realm was put on hold by the sheer loss of knowledge and capability. It was one of the few unifying elements across all of the warring nations. Everyone paid part of the toll. Which is why it's interesting that yours hasn't consumed all of those around you. I am desperately curious to learn more.
Well, I guess I can help you do that. I'm not really using that core for anything, I think.
I don't know, Blaskin. Maybe you need that to be alive.
I mean, I wasn't gonna give it to him.
Maybe it's also linked to your personality. Might need it to be
I
you.
mean, Oh.
What if he freaks your brain and you go all murdery?
Yeah.
Well, that has happened before.
Yes?
No. Maybe a couple of times. Usually when I'm in a lot of danger.
We do that quite often, and we haven't seen you turn on us.
I haven't turned on you guys. I like most of you guys. Also, Lily's here.
Yeah. She sure is.
She's always sleeping so much.
Would you like?
I always kind of played up like Blaskin is kind of resentful because Will left and Lily just kind of moved into his place, and Blaskin's like, I fucking hate this person. Shut up, you Will. It's the Harry Potter "How dare you stand where he stood" meme.
Padre motions to the seat behind you. As you you stumbled over the central couch. Your posse has taken up spots on the other two. I'm
sorry, you have to say the whole phrase now, Brandon.
Please don't.
Rocks fall. Next time on
Roll new characters.
So he motions to the couch you've been standing in front of.
Would you like a second glimpse of those first memories?
Ooh, I guess so. I just hope that you kind of mentioned people wanted to forget who they are and they come to you sometimes, and I'm sitting here like, uh-oh, I hope that wasn't me.
Oh no, this is... I could remove the memories if you wanted to. That's how many
Are there-
restart.
Are there other people who can remove memories?
Not the way I do.
Oh, that's okay. I'll sit down. I really wish I could drink tea.
So do I.
Tea's not that good, Blaskin. It's just like hot leaf water. Not missing out on too much.
Leaf juice. But if you sit, he's going to raise that device on his palm and just kind of reach out and try to like touch it to the side of your head. And as he does, everybody else watching sees both of their eyes immediately like zap to the same green, like that emerald electric green that was on the face of the device. And you can see there's like a glow, like not exploding out everywhere, but it's just like this intense local glow, right, leaking out from the sides of his hand, kind of keeping the hand and then the head together almost. It's like fading in. Not sure I'm describing it well, but yeah, it's like this light looks like it's going somewhere in waves. But for Blaskin in particular, you find yourself on a familiar beach out in the middle of this turquoise blue equatorial sea, except you see yourself inert laying on the beach. You see there's like so much rust, and because this form had been at the bottom of the ocean for the better part of 150 years. The wood is rotted away in many places. There's definitely like some piercing, like broken damage. There is a huge chunk taken out of your torso, and you looking through that hole in particular, and there's almost a phantasmal padre standing next to you, also just kind of taking this in.
It's kind of weird. Now that I'm looking back on it, I kind of miss Peter, Paul, Preston, Poppy, and Pedro. Those were what I named all of my seagull friends.
They aren't pecking at you yet. Nothing has really crawled up to you except you see a small crab crawl out of your torso. As you're looking into just this kind of gaping wound, there is what looks to be again kind of metal banded, mostly intact spherical structure that has several different connecting pieces leading out into various other parts in the kind of disappearing into the rest of your form. But it also looks like it's taken damage. There's some of the bands that wrap this metal core are kind of pried up. There's rust reaching out from several of the bolt holes. Some of the arcane inscription looks like it's just been kind of worn away against the sand over dozens and dozens of years. And as you're taking some of this in, a light starts to, like a greenish light starts to form and catch your attention out in the waves, maybe 200 or 300 feet off, and it just slowly, the time skip is a little weird. The bits of memory of the nearby space to your actual presence clips and jerks a little bit, but you see this light like slowly move in and then like kind of skips forward about 50 feet and then rewinds a little bit, and eventually this gets closer to the shore, and you see a bipedal form of like this green light walk up to your body, and it starts to take shape of, you see like leaves interwoven through like deep green and brown hair, different colors of the forest, of the seaweed that you were familiar with out in the shallows. And it takes on just a bit more of a humanoid face, a kind of timeless youth. But just a bit like the aura of this individual, there is so much more power than their physical form. It's like in a dream, you just know this about them. And they look down at this broken doll on the beach and kind of kneel down and peer and look around and just kind of trace lines on some of those mortivore detailings that run along your limbs. And as they're doing so, this like green energy kind of fades from their fingertip and starts to suffuse the different panels of your exterior, and you see like the wood start to stitch back together. You see almost like a prestidigitation, the metal becomes polished and shined again and clean. And they're just kind of like, they reach out and gently kind of caress your head, for like they put their hand behind your head and lift it up a little bit, and you know, kind of walk their fingers across the face. And there's a light smile to their face as they're just stitching you back together. One of your eyes was slightly like ajar, and so that it kind of screws itself back in and pops into place. And then as they trace their hand down to that much bigger wound in your torso, they reach in and their hand brushes against the core, and immediately, almost like stunningly, or stunning them, it's like magnetically slammed against the rest of that metal core, and you hear like that dull like gong sound of like somebody, you know, hitting the side of like a metal barrel. And their face immediately takes on this at first it's like pleasantly surprised, like nobody's ever snuck up on me in a long time. And then it starts to fade to more of like a serious concern, like, I can't take my hand away. And then you start to see just wave after wave of like this super bright green energy wash over them and then pulse into the core. And you see like the lights flicker just a little bit in your lenses. And they still can't pull away. Things are stitching back together. All of the lines along your limbs are starting to light up, and the light trails all the way out to the end and then comes back to the center, and all the way out to the end and then comes back to the center. And that pulse is starting to increase in pace. And the glow coming from this otherworldly individual is starting to fade. Suddenly you feel the aura diminishing. And as your torso continues stitching closer and closer to where their hand is, in like a last desperate, panicked scream, that you see even Padre next to you winces. They tear their hand out. Sorry, they tear their arm out. Their hand is left behind as the wound closes. And this entity kind of scrambles back from your form, and what would have been just like this gory, open wound at the end of this limb, they they take a couple breaths and run their other hand over it, and you see it quickly sprouts a thumb, 4 new fingers. But they're breathing heavily. Their face looks like it's drenched in sweat. That like kind of nice goddess hair they had going on is just kind of stuck to them now, like they just walked out of the ocean. And they're just giving you the most quizzical look. But they see your eyes starting to activate a bit more, and just they take 2 steps back and then just kind of disapparate into the air as a seagull flies down and starts pecking at your eye.
What was that?
Bless you.
What? I'm so confused. I'm gonna look right at Podra and be like, "Who's the green lady?"
Do you pray, Blaskin?
No. I never really thought about it very much. I kind of lived along a little bit before I even knew that there was such a thing as gods. And I don't know, it just didn't seem necessary to me, I guess. Like, I give thanks, but I... Oh, what?
A theory. But please continue.
I give thanks, but I don't really say it to anything in particular. I'm just grateful for the people around me. But I think I know why I can make plants grow.
Yes.
Do you think we're still connected?
You and I?
Me and her.
Can you still make plants grow?
Yeah. I kind of feel bad now. I need to make a new arm. Give it back.
I don't know. We continue growing. Maybe the lack of an arm is their new self.
Doesn't make me feel much better. I mean, if I touched a rock and it took my arm, I'd be very angry. They were nice about it.
Even if you were told that rock went on to do amazing things and save lives and grow plants.
I mean, I guess that would help.
You were gifted a completely different life than what you were built for. One
Is
moment.
it possible to see what I was like before that? Or is that as far back as...
Right as he says one moment, he kind of disappears. You're still sitting there on the beach for just a second of, what did he mean by one moment?
Oh no, I'm gonna be here for another 3 years until the shit picks both of us up now.
And then you were suddenly just hit with this migraine of a headache. The rest of you in the his reverie there have been not a whole lot of time has passed outside of the brain space that they've been in, but you notice the light suddenly flares much brighter. There's a bit like where Padre had been just as locked into that Zen state as Blaskin was. He kind of, his body language changes to somebody who has much more awareness of their immediate space. He blinks twice and actually starts like kind of shifting his head like he's looking at different parts of Blaskin's form, and the hand is still against Blaskin's head. Blaskin's still in that same kind of zoned out state, and the light kind of goes double brightness. Like now it's kind of spilling out and you know, beams of light are hitting the wall around them. Blaskin starts letting out this low-level discomfort sound, and there on the beach, Blaskin, you go from, oh no, I don't want to be stuck here, to ow, just headache. That's all that's happening. And it's just when you're like, okay, this is not what I signed up for. This really sucks. It shuts off, and he kind of reappears in front of you.
Sorry about that. I had to be defensive, lest your core decided I was lunch.
Oh, it can still do that?
Would you like to know more?
I'd like to know if I'm a threat to the... Well, I guess if I cast a spell in Eberron, I'm a threat to people around me. I'd like to know if I'm more of a threat than that to the people around me.
I scoured inside you. I connected through your mind to the rest of the systems that make Blaskin who Blaskin is. They mended the broken parts of your core with life. And this has fundamentally altered what you are. You are still dangerous, but if you can better understand, and I can help guide you, just a moment, you should have more of a judicious touch with your hunger. If I were to put this in terms of some tabletop game,
I could choose who I take magic from.
you can, as a reaction, choose to risk consuming a spell being used in your vicinity. If you're unlucky, you may still pull the life from someone nearby as well.
Oh.
But you shouldn't be a walking bomb.
Well, that's good. I really didn't want to grow berries out of my hand and melt an animal.
That would be an interesting spell.
Would you like to try a berry?
One moment, let me train you first.
What, me?
Train.
Okay.
Downloading software. Beep boop beep.
Yeah, so the green color of the light that's been eking out from around his head shifts to just like a plain white, and you see just bands of that white light flashing across Blaskin's eyes. Padre basically sits you down for a time-crunched lesson that enables you to be able to cast your own spells without the threat of Basically, you're not going to have to roll a con check whenever you cast something. But if you choose, you now have the reaction option to. You basically have like a counterspell reaction in your back pocket. You only get 2 per long rest. But if you consume the spell as this reaction, you can redirect it to either the caster with no there's no penalty to that. Like, you don't have to roll to hit. They can still roll to save, but it's going to be a disadvantage because it's a surprise to them. Or you could redirect it to a different target, and then you're basically casting the spell that they were trying to cast.
Damn.
However, there is a non-zero chance that per spell level, you need to roll against that many friendly targets. Or that many live targets around you, randomly, with the potential
Yikes.
to
So yeah,
consume
we're
life
trying to
force.
hit trying to block a level 9 spell is like, oh, whoops, I TPK'd the party and they were just doing something small. They were casting 9th level hold person and I got the party killed. Great.
Now, mechanic-wise, is that like a D worth of something damage per level, or is it like, no, somebody dies?
That's more ambiguous.
It's a try it and find out kind of thing.
Basically.
Okay.
I dig it.
That's at least
But
it's defensive.
And the key element here is that you now he kind of sat you through a bit of, like, you know, guided meditation, kind of understanding some of the pieces that make you who you are, like, mechanically. And it's like trying to learn how to use a muscle that's always just been it's almost like some monk shit, you know. It's like using a muscle that's always been or never been a manual flexible muscle, or discovering one that you didn't know you had, and then practicing trying to use it. So it locks the core drain from being triggered every time you cast a spell.
Yeah, that's what
So
I.
your
picking up
spells
on
that
them.
source from you and from the nature magic that's been pumped into you, and is part of your repaired core. So all the other Mortivores had the same original build. You have like 80% Voros core and like 20% Dryad.
Kind of weird.
So
to
yeah,
hear.
if you want to cast your own spells, you can just do that. That's like as you would expect. But this reaction counterspell element is the new piece.
So you got to do your Kegels to make that strong.
Yeah, I've never used my wing muscles before, and now I can fly. Am I still in the tranced out state?
Oh, you're welcome to wake up.
Oh, okay. And like a shutter camera, my eyes close. The white closes and reopens blue.
Yeah, he's taken his hand away. The lights have dimmed on the device.
The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hold out my right hand and I'm going to cast Goodberry. And I'm
How many berries?
try one. It's supposed to be 10, but I'm only holding out 5. They're really sweet. They're a little tart too, but they're really good for you. Oh, you can't eat. I'm sorry.
He's getting.
It's like tuck a person in a wheelchair to stand up.
Try out these new running
Easy
shoes.
mistake to make.
What was that, Brandon?
Easy mistake to make.
Sometimes I forget. I haven't actually been around people that don't eat before. This is like, there were a couple in Sigil, but there's a lot more here. Man, it's been quite a day. I guess if I wanted to know more about me, I'd probably have to. What was his name? Eni?
Dimitri.
Dimitri. I have to find where he made us, I guess. But I'll put that on the back burner because we're on kind of a mission right now.
Yes. Blue mentioned something about that. I do try not to pry into nearby minds if they haven't asked me, but you all think very loudly.
Force of habit.
So true, bestie.
Lucky especially, but it's always about sausage.
I am
Just
glad
kinda
you
shrug and
found
smile.
that cart.
Clint's usually making sure his wallet is somewhere on him at all times.
It is that one time though.
Yeah, the one time he didn't make sure he had his wallet, it was you wouldn't believe what we had to go through. His dad was taken over by a doppelganger once. We got his wallet back.
Very interesting paths.
And Gumbo, I don't
All
know.
of you.
I don't really know what's always going on in there. Usually something food related, I think.
Right now,
Gumbo is very
troll.
crowded.
Apparently Gumbo is trolling.
Yeah, you think maybe you
The
could
voices
help us
overlap
find
with yours.
the place we're looking for the thing?
You seek a battlefield.
Yeah, well, I was trying to be vague about that, but yeah.
Sorry. I shouldn't have looked.
Sorry. I'm just like, sorry. It's like really powerful, almost all knowing guys like, sorry, my bad.
So if you know what we're looking for, do you know where it's at?
I just know you're looking for a battlefield. I really do try to keep out. Unless I'm invited.
Would it help if I like re-invited you and you could see what I saw on the battlefield?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna like sit back down in the chair.
So in this case, he doesn't even have to use the device. You're not, or you're a willing recipient to the mind read, and so he is able to just kind of push deeper. I do want you to make me a con save.
Sure. Also, I have a
Sorry, will save.
will save. Yeah. I also want to do one thing, Brandon. When I realize that he's reading my mind, it's like that. Don't think about a pink elephant. I'm gonna think about that time I killed a guy with mold, and I'm like, please don't think about that. Please don't. Luckily, I have +9 in wisdom.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
Just
I get
trying
my
to
mind
check
off of the mold kill.
trying to check if your brain starts leaking out your ears or wherever it would try to go. Yeah, so he digs through and locks in on the first, kind of spends a little bit of time musing at the memory of the mold kill, and then digs up the one that you were trying to offer as well, the where you were standing in the Gray Circle archives, looking at the crazy plasma ball of finding, and seeing that kind of overhead shot of the battlefield. And then he pulls back out of your mind. Your will save, negating any damage on exit.
It appears our paths may yet stay intertwined. There is something I need you to do for me as well.
Oh, I mean, I guess that's fair. You kind of helped me out here.
I need you to kill my son.
Whoa.
But okay.
Do the rest of us hear this, or is this just in his mind?
Oh, you can all hear this. He's
Eh,
he's thinking with his inside voice to all of you.
You know, like he says that, and I'm gonna still in the chair. Blaskin like slowly turns his head to look at the rest of the party, and it's like this really clear. Like you guys heard the same thing, right? Like I have no facial expressions, but it's so obvious the question that Blaskin is thinking.
yeah,
It's
Lucky's eyes get real big.
unmistakable.
Lucky does
Hey.
the GIF I put in Discord.
Is this guy a Warforged with? He's got half his face missing, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's absolutely Warforged.
I'm sorry to ask. This is a weird question. Do Warforged have babies? I'm really sorry. That's a weird question for such a topic, but it is the one
It's like
thing that.
it's like you go to the Warforged Build-A-Bear, you build a son. Bada bing, there you go. Right? Something like that.
So
I need your
it's a
commitment
big
before I
ask.
tell you more.
Oh, okay. That's a lot.
All I
to
can
take
tell
in.
you initially is that this will take you to the battlefield you are seeking. And very likely
killing him will take us there.
finding him.
And there's no like kind of therapy for like dad and lad. There has to be an 86th the order.
Family therapy is a 10th level spell. It's lost to time, Bradley.
I take it we're past the talking stage.
There is too much at risk. Talking is something I fear already. Not between us, but between the rest of the world and what he knows. So I need your commitment. This is not about revenge. This is not about malice. This is about protection of a species and a way of life.
Oh, I like an invasive species. I gotcha. I mean, I kind of feel a little indebted to this guy, so I think we should go do it.
I'd say we should maybe
I
have a
guess
little
so.
huddle, but I don't think it's going to help.
No, it feels like the story is really pulling us this way.
More like he's going to know what we're talking about anyways.
I appreciate feelings of hesitancy. This makes me more confident you are the right bearers of this task.
I mean, I've never felt bad about killing in self-defense, but I have accidentally killed in not self-defense before, and that did not feel good.
Blaskin, if I tell you that this defends every other Warforged here on this world, would that help?
Oh, I was gonna do it anyway because you asked me. But if it's gotta get done, I'm okay to do it. But
Well, can we get a little bit of
cool that
elaboration?
it's cool that we can save all the other Warforged, but I would have done it anyway.
Sure.
roll me a persuasion there, Lucky. You guys heard him have a seg fault. Do you want to use a portent dice on that? It's real low.
Okay, I'll make it a 15, which would make it a total. You said persuasion, so 17.
That's better.
Carries dangerous knowledge of hidden and very much forbidden technology that I am the sole steward of. And he seeks conflict. He is enamored with war. And there are too many voices across this world that are ready to consume that knowledge in incredibly malicious ways. And it is only a matter of time before I cannot guard this any longer if he continues to speak or risks it.
I'm going to. Blaskin doesn't really know what thinking loudly really means, but he's going to like yell in his head and hope that Padre hears him. And he's going to say, is he trying to make more mortivores?
He would not.
Okay, good.
But any who could get their hands on what he knows very well might. Or worse.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't want to have a whole bunch of wizards die just to kill a robot, especially if they're mean. I'm gonna finally stand up and say, I'm tired. You guys wanna...
Yeah, buddy?
Padre, you wanna go, like... My gosh, we don't eat or drink. That's usually my go-to.
You wanna go to the car wash?
I do want to go to the car wash. I need a metal massage. Do you think Warforged get like engravings on them like tattoos? Do you think I should get a sweet tat?
Oh, yeah. I bet they do them great here.
One of our librarians has many.
Oh yeah, I saw him. He's really cool. Is he an actual wizard?
Study? Yes. Terriston.
Cool. I didn't know we could even be wizards.
He is one of many who rescinded his memories to become something new. I'm happy to walk with you.
I have a question. Can you not rescind your son's memories?
Not from a distance.
What
I
if
cannot
we,
leave this
like,
place.
Can we capture him for you?
I would not be against it.
Okay.
I have resigned myself to this loss ever since his disappearance. It was a very heated argument.
Well, if there was anything I learned today, it's that sometimes you just need a little something extra and you can be something new. Oh, so my magic core, everybody kind of ate part of a green lady.
Only part?
Like,
It was her
Sorry,
whole
you're a
arm.
druid?
and like an orc or a goblin green kind of thing.
Glowy. She glowed,
Chloe.
and my chest like ate her arm. I sort of. She grew a new one at least. I hope
Is
she's
it still in
okay.
there?
Kinda.
Was this like a dream you had, or
Kinda.
okay? Well, that's nice, Blaskin.
I mean, Padre showed it to me. It was kind of like just before I woke up on my island. The green lady came out and she started putting me back together. But when she touched my core, it ate her arm.
So,
Oh.
how did you get on the island?
Oh, I don't know.
Can you find it out? I mean, don't leave us hanging.
No, I actually tried. I did ask about that. He said he couldn't help me with that one.
Kind of lean to a gumbo. Some omniscient being he is.
Well, you're still learning all sorts of new things about yourself.
Some of them I kind of wish I didn't know, but I'm still kind of glad that I know them. I just really want to apologize to the green lady if I can ever meet her again.
Maybe we'll run into her someday.
I guess I can go wait on my island again, but I mean, if I were her, I wouldn't go
Yeah.
near me on that island.
So did she live on the island? Was it her island?
No, she came out of the ocean.
Like a mermaid.
Just like
As you do.
you're hanging out. She just like, hey, here's a robot man. I'm gonna come out of the water and let him eat my hand.
I don't know about the let him eat my hand part, but the rest of it, yeah. That's not totally wrong.
Maybe we
I
need
think
to
she
go
thought
back
of
to the
me as more
ocean.
like a broken toy.
Maybe we go.
And that, yeah.
You can stick your head underwater and yell for, "Hey, lady, got your hand."
But Padre, I'm sorry, we're getting distracted. We would love to help you out with whatever you might need.
I thought you were gonna say we'd love to help you kill your son.
We'd love to help you kill your son. If we can just, we could maybe bring him back. We could talk about that. Figure something out. Hopefully we don't have to kill your son. That sounds like you don't really want to do that too much. I think we're all in agreement, though. Unless anybody wants to speak up about it.
I'm ready for the metal massage.
I mean, if he's gonna hurt more
Blaskin
people,
really wants car wash.
yeah. I mean, if in the long run it's gonna hurt a lot of people, an entire species, maybe it's for the best. But I mean, maybe we can play it by ear when we get there and get a full read on everything.
We'll do our best.
So where do we find this wonderful lad of yours?
Oh,
Just checking something.
I missed it by one.
You know what? Lily is the only one that made the save.
Because she's asleep.
because she's asleep, so there's nothing to read. No, her dream's just that intense. But since the rest of you did not prevent this deeper look, would he discover that any of you really weren't okay with this idea and had plans to immediately, throw a wrench into the works once you got his additional information and approval?
Nope.
I would say that Lucky is very apprehensive, and like what he's saying is like, if we get to this point, he's thinking we meet this kid or whatever it is, and he seems there's redemption. If he could be helped, he would rather do that. He's not against it if it's the greater good, but there is that maybe he could be reasoned with. Maybe this guy hasn't tried something. Maybe we could get through to him somehow. Maybe he can live someplace else that isn't going to hurt anybody.
Okay.
It's more of a, he's not against having to, it's more of a reluctance to take a life unless necessary.
Very well. Walkers of multiple worlds. I can see you have a much greater burden yet pending on your shoulders. But I've seen enough to know that this should be safe information. I would like you to take a short walk with me and to do your best to guard this memory, lest someone go digging and find information I would really prefer they did not have. Please follow me.
With that, he turns back towards where his chair was, punches in 4 different. So this bench that he has in his kind of central seat is similar to the front door of the whole city, that had much larger tiles in set all across it. It has tiny little. It looks kind of like a Mayan stela. Like it's all of those characters that are very intricately carved, but they all have a very kind of square structure to them. And those just cover. They're about an inch. They were like 1 by 1 inch all across this like 4-foot wide bench with like a backrest. He punches in 4 of those, and the bench slides backwards, and a staircase is revealed underneath. There's already activated arcane torches that are giving like a purple glow from down below. And you follow him down like a tight winding staircase that as you're going even lower, you start to hear some of the steam hisses and clanks of kind of supportive machinery on a bit more of a clock cycle. There's like a standard, almost like an iron lung sound is even, picking up in the background. And there's just a little bit of like an ozone smell that's coming up to reach you. You reach the end of the staircase and you find yourself in what looks like a minimally lit, but very kind of thriving in terms of like just active machinery, laboratory space, workbenches and notes here and there on tables. But the dominating element in the center of the room is what initially just looks like an overly ornate coffin. All kinds of hoses are hooked up to this. There's pipes running down from the ceiling that branch into different ports on the side. There's a kind of crystalline cockpit canopy over the top of it. And you see like a low-lying kind of oily liquid in this kind of open cavity in the center. That's got kind of gives a sense of like an action figure blister pack outline. There's like a space for clearly like a head and the shoulders and then limbs in more of like an open space down to about the dimensions of a Warforged.
This is the only remaining and unregistered creation forge on this planet. It has given birth to one new life since the war when they were all destroyed. And that was my son. Every manufacturer across this city and the plains of this continent, if not farther, would give their own sons to be in control of this, to start tinkering, discovering, reverse engineering, embellishing, making new sources of life born for war. I myself was not supposed to be created. I was born from this space. My maker, the Lord Marix Decaneth, prime inventor of his time, explained to me this had all already been shut down. My parts were ready. My heart had not been activated. And then, dumb luck, a different factory in the city had an explosion, and the chain reaction through the backup systems forced a power surge through the lab. Already guilty of creating life after it had been banned, he swore me to secrecy and to protecting this system. After he passed, I decided there had to be a way that we could create life not intended for war. But Atom was too fascinated with tales of the outside world. Many that come to this space, that come to Shade Home, were warriors, had taken lives, were responsible for great acts of malice, for money, or had been witness to too much. And in trade for removing all of their memories, kept their skills and helped defend the city, and had tales of they didn't know where, they didn't know who, but they knew they had great feats of accomplishment of heroism. And I was partly to blame. It is a very nuanced technique to remove elements of a memory without letting them keep some of these more addictive highs of their acts. Adam had been sworn to stay here, to not leave the city. There was too much yet to train, to teach. But I got exactly what I wanted. I got a full, creative, curious life in my own son. When we finally spoke last, he had heard of a grand battle where he knew he could make a name for himself, where he knew there were rumors of others, of grander Warforged technology, ways to make himself stand out. I think the idea of power and domination just seemed too enticing for his very impressionable young mind. So last I was aware, he was headed to a battlefield taking place outside the Great Crag in Groam. There are various creature tribes in that space that are thrilled that our craftsmen here in this great city are so good at making weapons. Naturally, the craftsmen are thrilled to have testing grounds. Send the latest and the greatest out on the break line, past the Grey Wall Mountains, rushed freight orders along our very impressive rail line. Adam figured he could hop aboard the train, hide amongst the crates of new rifles and explosives, and enlist. And it's just a matter of time before this knowledge that he knows is sacred, he would swear he would never tell a soul. But I see it as too powerful of a bargaining chip to stand out, to become important. His existence is my responsibility, my folly, but I cannot leave this space unguarded. I owe my creator that. Also, he took the key that runs it.
Throwing that last bit in, he gestures over to like this central control panel. There is a square keyhole in the center next to like two different dials.
He told me he wanted to have a legacy before any siblings could meet him. And that key, that key piece of evidence is something I guarantee he cannot hide for very long. But that battlefield matches what I saw in your memories. It's the right shape. It matches the geography around the crag.
Looking at this handy map that we have right here, where did you say it was? Oh, I see.
There is... Let me zoom out on this handy map that you have.
Oh yes,
Grab a
please.
pen.
Insist.
The break line is a long-distance rail line out of Shan. Travels up, has its own crossing, continues past Ardiv, around the Grey Wall Mountains, and swings south. This is as far as it was ever constructed. But there are additional stops popping up on this arm. More expansion. Drorum is very much a wild region. So the frontier of new expansion is pushing in there with the help of lots of freight. And so between those shipments of everything they need to build a new series of shining cities, much like Sean is here on the bay, there are also crates and crates of new weapons to try testing against the wilds, or to let the tribes try against each other. I sense Lucky has dogs.
No way.
Do you think it would be best to sneak aboard these freight trains? Or is there a way to just simply get passage? Also, what is a train?
Very impressive. Carriage on rails. Of significant scale. Think of chained caravans, but each wagon instead has rows of seats for some 30 individuals across 2 separate floors, with room for storage underneath. Those are the passenger cars. Massive engine at the front, pulling this beast of a machine. Pre-created rails to run on, so it doesn't have to contend with the wilds of the world.
He sees into my mind, and he sees that I am envisioning a big minecart that's totally wrong from what he's describing. But she's very impressed by this vision that she's creating for herself.
It's pretty good.
It's like the sand crawler that the Jawas have, but it's a giant minecart.
Yeah, exactly.
But there are many options. Yes, there is passage you can acquire. That's not necessarily an inexpensive route. The station for passengers is up in the mid-city, which you could go about trying to get on as passengers just fine. I sense everyone has their wallets.
Sweats nervously.
Unfortunately.
Bo, there's no
There
need for
is
that.
also-
We've spent a long time to get that wallet. We don't need to joke like that anymore. There were mind flayers there for his wallet. Do you know how hard it
So
was
this
to
was
beat
like-
him?
Just like my parents' retirement money, and I'm just kind of blowing through it on science projects for myself.
Yes, science projects.
You are the science project.
Bo, do you think cooking is more science than art?
I'm net like minus 2,000 gold from joining you guys.
And whose fault is that?
It's my
High
fault.
five. I turn around and high five Flint.
I had to buy Sponge a Pokeball.
Whose fault is that?
Just like, I wish I knew how to
Our
animate
fault
stuff.
for getting a dog.
Who decided to mess with the mind of the dog?
felt bad, okay? He's a good dog.
Good dogs, Brett.
But he also mentions that, you know, being sneaky, you guys have done that too. There's many paths forward.
Sorry, we ran out of our sneaking budget slot from here on out.
Actually, Flint, you have invested 0 in your sneaking budget.
Yeah, that's why we're all out.
There was no budget to begin with.
I'm on purposely misallocated the resources.
Sorry, I can't hear you over the squeaking of your armor.
Budgetary constraints, also known as I'm not paying into that.
Miss me with that lame shit.
Well, if you don't mind, I think we'd be happy to get our transportation sorted either tonight or in the morning, but we'd love to take a further look around your town if that's okay. Put blasting through the car wash, maybe.
I would like to
You're
check it out.
welcome. As long as you like. Shade Home is a space for all. And the car wash is pretty bitchin'.
Hell yeah.
I have one last question. Where is
I can tell it's not
where's-
your last.
where is France on this map?
He just points to the whole map. It's
Just gestures.
Oh,
bro.
continent
Just
France?
the planet France, Gumbo. Jeez.
Are you all? Is this planet France? Are you all French?
Unfortunately, the
Damn.
state of Vallon, where Dimitri hailed? We don't know if he's dead. Was decimated as part of the Mournland.
Oh my.
So you may still easily run across the Valonet language, but as a place is only a memory.
I
It was
give
really one
Blaskin
of
kind of
a
like a
steady state.
sympathetic pat. I'm sorry,
Been a long
Blaskin.
day. It's okay. I'm kind of like, oh, I have a question that I've never asked another Warforged before. What's our lifespan? Am I gonna die one day of old age?
Also, does your body just do that?
The interesting thing about dying of old age is a nice blanket thought over some form of decay or illness breaking down a system that wants to work. So in that regard, we die of old age, just like any other race. Except usually, the illness is of the form of destruction, breaking, being attacked, falling down a well. You
That
may
would be a
reach an
bad way to go.
age where there are simply too many memories. But that won't take you out. You might just become someone new.
I did already. Maybe I'll be someone new later too. I guess we don't always really stay the same. On the bright side, and I'm gonna turn around to the rest of the party real quick. I'm pretty sure that I answered the question of whether or not I'm really alive. So that's nice.
Yeah?
You're a real boy.
I guess I am sort of some kind of manufactured life form, but I'm pretty sure I think and stuff. So therefore I am or something.
Well, at least as long as we're pretty sure.
I'm pretty
we can be
confident in it.
philosophers and do whatever. Making sure I didn't forget something else you wanted to tell you, but I'm pretty sure you know everything that. Yep. So Blaskin's going to the car wash.
Yep. I've
Do you
never
want them
really
to-
felt I've never really felt like relaxed before in my entire life. So I'm thinking like maybe that'll work.
Is it weird if
I had
you
a-
watch?
That would be a little weird.
We
Maybe
just
the
found
first,
out
maybe the
Gumbo's
next
into
time.
voyeurism.
Maybe next time, Gumbo.
Pure scientific
Oh.
curiosity, nothing more than that.
Voyeurism. All right. Anything else you want to tell me, Gumbo?
Gumbo's like,
nope.
hey, can you just carry my staff with you into the car wash?
No.
It'll be like I'm not even there.
So after you
Sorry, was there?
wash,
Yeah.
when are we gonna head out on this little trek to track down the elusive sun that's gone astray?
We can check ticket prices. If they are outrageous, let's, I guess, sneak aboard. Feels kind of weird not just getting horses. Or in our case, 3 very small ponies.
You guys just get one horse.
Or just a cart, because Blaskin could like pull us.
Yeah, you could have a scorpion-drawn carriage.
Or maybe make, if he's large enough, make a like a really cool battle saddle. We could ride him into battle.
That's a lot better than being in his claws, which some of you have tried. I forget who all was in the getaway, Blaskin.
That was, I know I was.
Yeah.
That and like
I wonder what's
battle
better,
saddle
pulling a
sounds
cart.
really cool.
Yes. 100%.
So what you're telling me is I can make we can use a saddle for the metal scorpion. Flint can be riding on it. So when I grapple somebody with a claw, I can just like hold him up there, and Flint's like triple smite.
In the grappled battle saddle?
No, the person I'm grappling in my claw.
Yeah, I'm just trying to Dr. Seuss it.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys can, certainly go investigate for what's happening on this nice train, this arm of the train network known as the Break Line. BREAK. Blaskin, anything in particular you wanted to know or curious about if you go to get the works?
No.
So you've shut down. You've like gone into a bit of like a reverie when other people slept at times. But you're saying that's not really been like that hasn't been relaxation.
I've always just thought of it as almost like meditation, but not like not really doing it for Blaskin. It's a moment. Since I'm kind of just still and can't move, I wouldn't really call it relaxation because it's not like Blaskin is taking up a hobby to relax or anything. I'm just sitting there staring at the floor. So to me, it's always been more like meditation and introspection.
And so this is almost like physical therapy, with all the hard work taken out. There is like the more aesthetic effort, and this is one space where you do feel comfortable not having the suit to kind of hide the elements. Padre's going to go with you at first, and just there isn't like a sense of surprise from the it's a half elf. Looks pretty like battle scarred, honestly. Like this looked like a hard individual at a previous point in their life, who is very chill and very into what's the like that, you know, the Japanese art where they take broken things and they glue them back together with gold. Yes. They're very into like as they're discussing later during your treatment, very into collage and kind of repairing broken things, and finding the beauty in the ephemeral nature of like what it once was and what they've been able to turn it into. Does not match their hardened exterior by any means. Like one eye is missing, massive scar across it. There's like tally marks that have been scarred into their like inner arm. But during this process, yes, they will. So that individual, make sure to take care of like doing like polish passes on like oiling the wooden components, being very careful around like your filigree lines, and then using different kind of scouring salts on some of the metal to bring it to a nice polish. They offer, if you want, they can do like some tints to the metal to like give it like a darker burnished effect. Would kind of tone down your overall color to be more of like the deeper browns of the wood, and then like a very shaded metal, just as an option, or they could just make sure it's clean. But the other half of this is very much like they just kind of put all of your motile components through a kind of rotational regimen, like guiding your knee through like all of its range of motion in a way that kind of puts pressure on it at first, so that it would grind out any gunk that had built up in bearings, and then
this must take forever, since this is the only time I've ever done it.
Yeah, we'll say
they are finding things inside of me they did not know was possible. They're looking at me like, how many molds are growing inside your joints? And I'm like, I don't know, I put them there.
This is about 5 hours for you.
Holy shit. It's like a chiropractic massage.
Yeah, this is head to toe. And they're kind of fascinated. They're like, I'll get to say that I, gave a full comprehensive workup to a mortivore.
Now you can. Yay.
Aside from that going on, so since he's definitely in there for a while, and you guys might like wander back with like a sausage cone or something while checking to see if he's still in there. What are other things anybody else is interested in doing, exploring, trying to find?
Other than food, is there any kind of like library or something more arcane focused? I don't want to say
there's
magic shop, but...
So the library that Terriston runs is particularly arcane focused. There's a couple others that are just collections of knowledge, including like a children's library, like lots of different stories. Some collections from farther away. Some of the people that have come to call this place home did not originate in Eberron either. So you see a wide range of titles, but if you're looking for like an arcane library, that's definitely the one where you guys saw the very festooned, almost skeletal Warforged that was reading.
Yeah,
Broke my phone.
I'm gonna go hang out there, unless somebody needs me to do something else. Nothing specific I'm looking for, just general knowledge, maybe pick up something here or there that I've never seen before.
Probably go with him. It wouldn't hurt to know more about a place we've never been to before.
Yeah. I'll say just for free, you're able to get a better sense of the different locations in the city. So when like different districts or rises are mentioned, you've got kind of a recall of, okay, I think I know kind of where I'm going for that. I think I have it in a tab somewhere. Let me see.
Now here's
I've
something
got
I
that
will
in there.
specifically look for. If there are any gate sigils or anything for Arcane Gate, anything for traveling or locations, stuff like that, that are open and available. They haven't been destroyed to, if we need to get out or travel quick.
Sorry, like gate sigils of other locations here on
Yes.
in the city or on?
Well, just this planet that we're on, this new place.
Mm-hmm.
Just if we need either fast travel or we need to get GTFO and someplace that we can just jump away.
Or, in case somebody gets banished.
In case someone gets banished?
Yeah.
What would the
We're not
correlation
made
be
like
between
the
having a
people that aren't
gate?
native to this plane so they can get back?
Oh.
Small
Yes.
problem
Good-
for the
good-
case us getting banished.
Going back to
Good
Greyhawk biome.
point. So that's going to be trickier for sure. If you want to, if both of you want to contribute to this, or if that's just something Lucky's looking for,
I mean, I'll help him out. I don't think mine is too extensive, other than maybe a cool map or something.
yeah, I can give you a better reference map of the city too. I just need to find which tab I had that open in, because it's not one of the base images of this module.
Gotcha.
But yeah, well, so you'll have a good sense of what all the different locations are. Was that? I can probably drop this in Discord here in a second.
No problem. And
That'll
if
work.
there's other
But-
than that, any kind of flora and fauna that we're not used to on this planet to be wary of, or that's beneficial, stuff that we wouldn't know by sight.
Okay. Lucky, go ahead. You can do this with advantage because Flint's trying to help you find the stuff you're looking for. You can use either your... Actually, can you hear? Yeah, I'd say investigation and arcana are the same. So either of those makes sense. Okay. So I'm going to follow up on this one. I'm going to say it's something you can kind of read through more of when you're making whatever trek, or however you're going to make the trek out to the warfront. You do find a kind of botanist horticulturist guide to different alchemical reagents that are specific to Corvair, which it definitely includes plants that you were not familiar with on Greyhawk or anywhere else you've been during your travels. There's just going to be a couple in there that are like, these are sentient, hostile plants. So you're going to want to look out for these in particular. There's identifying features for those. So I'll be able to, I'll owe you that book. That's something you could start reading.
No problem.
And you do get in like a added, like, this is clearly torn from a different book that was half the size of the one you find it in. It was being used as a bookmark. There's somebody had done a rubbing of a teleportation circle that does not say what town it's in, but you do get on the edge of that, the outer circle had like some text that you're not picking up very well, or that wasn't picked up very well on the rubbing. You do know it's in Corvair. It's in the region of Karnath.
It's something. Like,
Yeah,
oh, this could be handy.
It's something. It's
Or
here on the
put us in
surface.
or put us in a world of shit. We'll find out maybe one day.
But you've got you successfully acquired those bits. And I'm gonna write this down so I don't forget. Okay. Gumbo, anything you're up to during this time?
I'm probably gonna head back towards that garden area that Lily spotted. And I'm just gonna rest for a while.
Yeah.
Probably thinking in my head, gosh, I hope I didn't show our new friend anything too weird in my head. And,
while you're thinking that, you hear, "That was pretty weird."
Sorry.
I'm
That's not his
sorry
voice,
for trying to kill you.
Oh, it's you. It's okay. I'm sorry for trying to kill you too. I mean, I'm sorry for
Successfully killing you.
no hard
Can
feelings.
you put me back now?
I don't know.
This is a good thing if you think about it. This is like Afterlife Plus. We're gonna assess your soul, and it's gonna be really cool. Don't you worry.
It's gonna be really.
I'm gonna roll a bullshit check.
Nice.
On my bullshit today.
It's okay. They were going to roll with automatic failure because they're not used to being a disembodied soul in a bracelet.
Shame.
It's only gonna be a little while. I know it's different, but we're gonna be good friends, and I'm gonna figure you out someday where you don't have to be like this anymore. Don't you worry.
My good friends all like killing small things.
Oh, okay.
Do you like killing small things?
Yeah, dude, I love killing small things. The smaller, the better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gumbo, I hate to intrude on your new repartee here, but I do owe you an apology.
Oh, for what? No apology needed. Also, thank you for saving me. That was a very awkward conversation. I'm sorry.
Disappearing on you like I did. To be a bit more careful right now. Some shadow is right outside my presence. And the more I express my essence, the closer it can get to finding you and your friends. I think it's not my brother, but it is aware of what we're trying to do and doesn't seem to like it.
Do you think it was that person that took me over?
Possibly. If it isn't, they are aligned in intent.
Yeah, do what you gotta do. I appreciate you looking out for us.
I'm still here. But like I said,
Of course.
I need to choose my moments to be brief until the next piece you can find will hopefully, since I don't know what memories I'm still missing, hopefully come with a bit more ability to shield you or hide you or just blend in with a bit of the cosmic background. Just keep your wits about you. I don't think we're the only ones who can get a sense of where the rest of my pieces have been squirreled away.
We'll try to be careful. And vigilant. Mm-hmm.
Good girl. It feels like you're close.
Sounds like we're close.
There's a bit northwest. It's like a compass. I feel like northwest.
Do you know what it is we're looking for?
Like which part of me?
I guess.
No.
What does it look like? That's okay. Compass is all that matters. We'll figure out the rest.
It feels trapped. Enclosed? Wrapped up in something larger than itself. Much larger than itself. To be fair, I'm kind of new at this too. But I hope if we get closer, maybe I get a better sense of what's around me. I guess we'll explore together.
That we will.
Very pretty place you found here.
Considering how much action we see these days, It's a nice break.
Well,
Not that I mind the action too much.
back to heroically hiding.
See you later.
I didn't know you had another friend.
We both have another friend. What's your name, buddy?
Mog.
Mog? That's a good name.
Yeah, it is.
You're my minion now, Mog.
What's a minion?
Like my underling.
Like your armpit?
Yeah, basically.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Not forever.
Let's
you're-
go squish
you're,
something small.
Okay. Probably find a bug or something around here.
Yeah, squish it. Squish it.
Oh gosh, wait, no, that's a ladybug. It's so cute. It's like an alien ladybug.
I bet it squishes blue and green.
I bet it does. I'm sorry, Mog, I can't do it.
Mog can't squish anything. You just get this sense of like the the presence kind of fading into the background.
Poor Mog. I haven't decided if he's better than the old guy. I kind of like him.
I miss the old guy.
Mog's not the worst.
And I know Lily's sleeping. Okay, I think that may be a great place to call it for now. We'll start with the great train caper in our next session. Is there anything I missed that somebody had asked about and I just forgot to get back to it?
Is now a good time to try and look at my tablet in the library?
Oh, you were trying to translate it, right?
Yeah, I was trying to solve it, and I did it the first time, and I didn't succeed. And then I forgot about it because we got shoved through a portal into a foreign world, and then the basket exploded.
So all you got was the pattern itself, right? Did you get the name of the item that was engraved?
I think it was some shears.
Yes. So the cast itself is clearly like a pair of shears. It's got the two, triangular blades that you could, after the pour, you could sandwich them together with a hinge pin. So sure, you want to go ahead and oh, I forgot. Okay, I'll have to retcon something. Yeah, do you want to go ahead and roll to kind of investigate, study?
Sure.
That was what was I having you do before? I think that was a religion check, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Religion. God damn it.
That 20 teased you.
Dude, I feel so baited. It was a 20 and I was like, it's a 14. I'm just kidding, it's a 4. Get baited.
Get double baited, idiot.
Feel like I don't find anything new.
Garrett, I just remembered the ancient meme from Smash Brothers, and it was Sakurai laughs.
Sakurai laugh.
The bait on the 14, Sakurai laughs.
Unfortunately, even if I was near you, the only thing I could give you is another 4.
Just do it. Just
Just do it.
This no, yeah, never mind. I missed a chance to do something earlier, and then in retrospect, I don't think it's something you would have been able to pick up on anyway. So, yeah, I don't think you have anything new as of now.
That's fine.
But you can try again tomorrow.
As long as I remember to, or we have, some free time, and
Yeah.
Unless somehow we end up outside of Eberron tomorrow. It's crazy.
All right, yeah. Then I think that's you guys. Blaskin, you get to experience true relaxation for the first time. You feel like you move a bit better after all of that work that's been done. For the next 24 hours, you have +5 to your movement.
Oh, neat.
So you need to just carry some WD-40 with you.
I mean, as far as rituals go, this was a 5-hour ritual.
Well, thank you for
I
running
do
tonight,
like the
sir.
idea. Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I just thought like the idea of the Warforged massage parlor was really funny, and I was like, well, I gotta do that. And then it was like, I guess I've never had this done in like 4 years. It's been a little more than 4 years since Blaskin first landed on the. Well, for him, it's been longer, but you know what I mean. They've probably never had someone wait that long to come in, clean the goop out.
Oh,
I just thought that
honey,
was fun.
you need this
Surprised you
so
could do
badly
all.
right now.
Well, thank you for running, Brandon. Appreciate it very much. It was a good session. A lot of information and some backstory there.
Lord Dump.
Thank you to everyone who hung out with us, especially you two tonight. Y'all were in force tonight for us. I think we capped out at 47 people.
Holy moly.
Yeah, so appreciate y'all very much. If y'all want to click down there, a little subscribe button, help us out. That would be highly appreciated as well. Trying to grow the channel. Speaking of that, if you want to catch the replays of this campaign or the other ones we play on Tuesdays and Fridays, you can do so on YouTube and Rumble. Likes, follow, shares everywhere appreciated. Hopefully we will be back Tuesday night with Kelso's game. I don't see why we should not. And everyone have a great rest of your weekend. Those of you over here on Twitch, I'll find us someone to raid if anybody's still up. Everybody else, enjoy the closing music and hope to see y'all next time. Have a good night, everybody.